Development and Entrepreneurship and Minister of State for Education, Government of India, Shri Jayant Chaudhary. Can we have a big round of applause for his presence, please? Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here today. Can I request everyone to kindly take your seats as we have begun. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pavleen Gujral and I welcome you all very warmly to this beautiful Gauhati University for Indiaskills. And this is my first time in Assam, so let me do this right. Ki khobor? Bhalo ase? Okay, fabulous. On behalf of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India and the Government of Assam, it is my privilege to welcome you all to this special occasion celebrating skill, determination and the aspiration of India's youth, particularly from the vibrant Northeast region. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to begin this auspicious day by honoring the presence of our chief guest and dignitaries. We are honored by the presence of Shri Jayant Chaudhary, Honorable Minister of State Independent Charge for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Minister of State for Education, Government of India. Can we have a big round of applause for his presence, please? I would also like to honor the presence of our Vice Chancellor, Gauhati University, Dr. Nani Gopal Mohanta, along with Shri Gyanendra Dev Tripathi, IAS, Principal Secretary to the Government of Assam, Border Protection and Development Department, Implementation of Assam Accord Department, Skill, Employment and Entrepreneurship Department, and Labour Welfare Department. Followed by Srimati Hena Usman, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, along with the senior officials from the Government of India, Government of Assam, Academia and Industry. May I now request the dignitaries to kindly come forward for the traditional welcome with saplings and ceremonial stalls symbolizing respect, sustainability and our cultural values. On that note, I would like to invite our Vice Chancellor, Gauhati University, Dr. Nani Gopal Mohanta, to kindly felicitate Shri Jayant Chaudhary, Honorable Minister of State, Independent Charge for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Minister of State for Education, Government of India. May I now request Shri Preetam Datta, Director, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Director, IIE, to felicitate Professor Dr. Nani Gopal Mohanta, Vice Chancellor, Gauhati University. Can we have a big round of applause on that, ladies and gentlemen, right here in this beautiful Gauhati University. There could not be a better venue to announce the opening of Indiaskills. Next, I would like to request Shri Preetam Datta to felicitate Principal Secretary Shri Gyanendra Dev Tripathi. I would now like to request Shri Preetam Datta to felicitate Srimati Hena Usman, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Can we have a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the presence of all of our dignitaries and our chief guest. And now, everybody, to formally set the context of today's program, may I now invite Srimati Hena Usman, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, to deliver the welcome address.
Namaskar. Honorable Minister of State, Independent Charge, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and Minister of State for Education, Shri Jayant Chaudhary ji, Principal Secretary to the Government of Assam, Department of Skill, Employment and Entrepreneurship and Labour Welfare Department, and also Border Protection and Development Department, Implementation of Assam Accord Department, Shri Gyanem Dev Tripathi ji, Vice Chancellor and faculty members of the Gauhati University, esteemed representatives from partner institutions, industry, sector skill councils, dear participants, trainers, jury members, and members of the media. On behalf of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, it is my privilege to warmly welcome you all to the Indiaskills Regional Competition 2025 for the Northeast, which is being hosted in this region for the first time. We are deeply honored by the presence of our Honorable Minister, Shri Jayant Chaudhary ji, whose leadership continues clear pathways from skills to careers. The ongoing Indiaskills Competition 2025-26 cycle has witnessed unprecedented participation with 3.65 lakh candidates from 35 states and union territories registering across 63 skill categories via the Skill India Digital Hub, reflecting the growing national aspiration for skill-based excellence. Hosting the Indiaskills Regional Competition in the Northeast carries special significance. The Northeastern region, as we all know, is rapidly emerging as a key contributor to India's economic growth, with expanding opportunities in sectors such as tourism, hospitality, construction, electronics, and advanced manufacturing. By bringing a national platform to Gauhati, the government is ensuring that talented youth from the region gain access to opportunities closer home, while competing at standards aligned with global benchmarks. This regional competition brings together 162 highly skilled youth from all the 8 northeastern states, competing across 26 skill categories in a hybrid format, with 17 on-site at Gauhati University and 9 specialized skills at off-site venues in Gauhati and Bhubaneswar, based on infrastructure and technology requirements. For the participants, Indiaskills represents a defining milestone. It is a space to test their abilities, learn from experts, build confidence, and showcase their potential at a national level. Many of the competitors will move on to the national level, and some may even represent India at international platforms such as the World Skills Forum. At the Ministry, we firmly believe that skills are a source of pride, dignity, and empowerment. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Gauhati University, the sector skill councils, the partner institutions, trainers, jury members, and all stakeholders, including the DGT ecosystem, consisting of and the ITIs, NSTIs, who have worked tirelessly to make this event possible. With these words, I once again extend a very warm welcome to everyone to the Indiaskills Regional Competition 25-26 Northeast. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your insightful and inspiring words. Can we have a big round of applause for that opening note by Srimati Hena Usman? Thank you, ma'am. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we give you a glimpse into the vision, scale, and impact of Indiaskills and the vision, the expanse of the Indiaskills regional competition right here in the beautiful Northeast. So can I request everyone's attention towards the screen as we will signify our motto, that is Banega Bharat Ka Skill Champion.
In today's India, dreams don't wait in queues. They log in, they click forward, they take shape online. Across the country, many young Indians answered one call, a call to test their skill, to ignite their passion, to step into the future.
नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लोगों की आवश्यकताओं को देखते हुए, उनकी जरूरतों को समझते हुए योजनाएं बनाई जा रही हैं और उन्हें लागू किया जा रहा है। मैं मानता हूं कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट के 8 राज्य अष्टलक्ष्मी देश के विकास के नए ग्रोथ इंजन है और इनकी गति बढ़ने का मतलब है देश के विकास की गति बढ़ना।
Indiaskills competition 2025 to 26 brings together the aspirations of an entire nation. 3.65 lakh registrations, 36 states and union territories. 63 future-ready skills. One powerful platform where India discovers its finest talent. More than a competition, it's where dreams take their first step. From regional arenas to the national spotlight and onward to the world's biggest skill stage, World Skills.
इंडिया में हम चाहते हैं कि हम अपने क्षेत्र में, अपने गांव, अपने समाज, अपने इलाके, अपने देश के लिए हम लोग इन्वेस्टेड हैं। यही हमारी ताकत भी है और इसलिए मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि जो हमारी टीम है वो बेहतर प्रदर्शन करेगी। आपके कंधों पे बहुत कुछ है, बट यहाँ तक पहुँचना अपने आप में एक चीज। Man is not a feature of circumstances, but there are experiences that make a successful leader. There are certain moments in life which are very, very critical. So stay alive in that moment, do your best. We are very, very proud of you.
Here, local talent grows into national pride. Here, Indian skill steps onto the global stage.
56, 57 स्किल में से जितने भी बच्चे हैं, जितने भी युवा हैं, सबको इंकरेज करने के लिए ये जो एक प्लेटफॉर्म है ना, वो बहुत बड़ी प्लेटफॉर्म है।
Behind every skill, there is a story of discipline, of determination, of young Indians choosing confidence over doubt and building their own future. And now, the journey continues. For the very first time, Indiaskills competition comes to the Northeast region, a land of resilience, creativity, and rising aspirations. The Northeast leads the way as the Indiaskills competition 2025 to 26 begins its journey.
जोरदार तालियां हो जाएं एवरीबॉडी। जैसे कि हमारे आदरणीय मंत्री जी ने कहा कि यहाँ तक पहुँचना अपने आप में एक जीत है। So you all are skill champions. A big round of applause for all of you here. Thank you so much for all the effort and hard work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to a truly proud moment. Please put your hands together as we witness the march past by India's skills competitors from the Northeast. These young champions who embody discipline, excellence, and the future-ready spirit of India. So now, I would like to welcome our competitors, starting with our first state, mesmerizing Mizoram. It is the land of blue mountains, the land of highlanders, one of the highest states of literacy in India, representing the Mizo culture and the vibrant Mizo people. Give it up for Mizoram. हमारी अगली स्टेट के लिए जोरदार तालियां और भी ऊंची होनी चाहिए। Astonishing Assam, your very own Assam. काजीरंगा से लेकर आसाम टी तक, कामाख्या टेम्पल से लेकर ब्रह्मपुत्र तक, the flavor of Assam has spread the world over. Make some noise, Gauhati University in Assam. Moving on to our next state, the magnificent Meghalaya. मेघालय को कई सारे नामों से जाना जाता है, जैसे कि द अबोर्ड ऑफ क्लाउड्स, बादलों का घर, एंड द स्कॉटलैंड ऑफ द ईस्ट. As our competitors wave their lucky hand here, I would request everyone to wave their hands back, encourage them from the Indiaskills competition that are about to unfold. Moving on to our next state, the majestic Manipur. The land of jewels, a unique blend of natural beauty, rich culture and sports. आइए बढ़ते हमारे अगले स्टेट की तरफ, जो कि है द सीनिक सिक्किम. It's a Himalayan paradise, a harmonious mix of Lepcha, Bhutia and Nepali communities all intertwined together, and it's India's first organic state. Give it up for Sikkim. Moving on to our state nestled in nature's lap, Nagaland. इसे त्योहारों का देश जाना जाता है, represented by the world famous Hon'ble festival. Moving on to amazing Arunachal Pradesh. Also known as the land of the rising sun and the orchid state of India, celebrating their Orange Festival annually with a lot of gusto. And last but not the least, terrific Tripura. Famous for its handicrafts and tribal culture. Big round of applause for all of our competitors from the different states of Northeast. Thank you so much to our talented competitors for the inspiring display, and thank you to all of our audience for that energy that was well required. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, to reaffirm the values of integrity, excellence and fair competition, we now proceed with the Indiaskills Oath Ceremony, which will be conducted in two parts. For the first part, may I first invite Ms. Vaishali Karthik Shah, Chief Expert, World Skills India, Forum Beauty Therapy Skill, to come on stage and take the oath. And I would request the experts to kindly stand for the expert's oath, please.
In the name of all experts, I hereby pledge to uphold the highest standards of fairness, integrity, and professionalism. I shall faithfully adhere to the Code of Ethics and Competition Rules and discharge my responsibilities with complete impartiality and transparency in the true spirit of excellence of the Indiaskills Regional Competition 2025-26.
Thank you so much, Ms. Vaishali. And I would request the experts to kindly take their seats. We now move on to the second part of our oath ceremony. May I now invite Ms. Nemcha Janpi, competitor from the Skill Floristry, to take the oath, the competitor's oath. And can I request the competitors to kindly stand with.
In the name of all competitors, I do hereby pledge to compete with honesty, discipline, and respect. I shall abide by the Code of Ethics and Conduct and the competition rules, and uphold the spirit of excellence and fair competition of Indiaskills Regional Competition 2025 and 26.
Thank you so much, Ms. Nepcha. I would request all the competitors to kindly take their seats, and do remember the discipline of these oaths, ladies and gentlemen, as that will really sail you through the competition. And now, the Northeast has always been a land of talent, resilience, and untapped potential. To share the Government of Assam's vision for skill development, may I now invite IAS Principal Secretary to the Government of Assam, Border Protection and Development Department, Implementation of Assam Accord Department, Skill Employment and Entrepreneurship Department, and Labour Welfare Department, Shri Gyanendra Dev Tripathi, to kindly come on stage to address the gathering. Can we have a big round of applause for him, please? Over to you, sir. We are honored to have you.
Thank you very much. Very good morning to all. Good morning. Our Honorable Minister, Shri Jayant Chaudhary ji, who is in our midst, and he is the driving force for this entire skill initiative in the country. I welcome our Honorable Minister in our midst. Our Vice Chancellor of Gauhati University, Shri Noni Gopal Mohanta sir, who is in our midst. Hena Usman, Joint Secretary of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Welcome, Madam. Faculties of Gauhati University, then Sector Skill Councils, industry partners, participants, trainers, ladies and gentlemen. Today it is a great occasion for the entire northeastern region, that it is not only for the first time we are holding a regional competition for India skills in Gauhati, in northeastern region for the first time, but it is also the first among the 5 regional competitions that is going to happen in the country. So it is a great momentous occasion for all of us, and thank you to Ministry of Skill Development and our Honorable Minister sir for giving us this opportunity to host this competition in Assam. Thank you very much for that. Now, today we are having, as we have seen, so many skills, 26 skills, 162 participants, and it is not that 1 or 2, all of you have seen that from all the states of northeastern region are participating in this skill competition. Now I turn to some of the opportunities for those who are participating in this skill competition, and look forward that some of you, in fact all of you, will work very hard so that you compete with full dignity, with full integrity, and come out successfully in this. And thereafter we have a plan to do a kind of boot camp, a very intensive training for the people who go for the national competition, and look forward, some of you and many of you will be there in the national competition when it is organized in Noida. And thereafter, the third stage, that will be the stage of Beijing in 2026 September. And I look forward that some of you will definitely be there in Beijing, and we will get to see all of you. So with this particular wish, I want to say that the initiatives which Government of Assam is taking in the skilling, one is a thing which we are talking about, that can we improve the skills not only in terms of serving our northeastern region, but serving the world. So that is basically the skilling on which Government of Assam is pushing and is putting its best efforts. When we are doing the skilling, can we also integrate with the education, so that along with the skilling, you are also getting some kind of educational degree, the academic degree along with it. So that is known as this very deep-rooted system which we are designing, that apprenticeship embedded degree courses, can we do those kind of things. So ensuring that people get trained in the skills which are required globally, you can go out and you can bring more and more resources for the nation, so that the remittances of the northeastern region gets strengthened. And this we are doing in the form of a remittance deepening mission in the state of Assam, and I think other states are also doing in their own bits. So with these small initiatives, I think one day we will become the leaders, and the kind of skills which we are talking here, 26 skills representing entire northeastern region, I think that number of skills will grow with passage of time. And when we do this World Skill Competition next year, perhaps our performance will improve in much greater way. With all, I wish a very, very great success to all the participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shri Gyanendra Dev Tripathi ji, for that very encouraging and forward-looking address. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, skill and culture go hand in hand. And when there is such a culturally rich and skillfully wise Northeast, then it is only befitting to celebrate this occasion with a traditional dance. To celebrate the rich heritage of the Northeast, we now present a local folk dance performance showcasing the diversity, rhythm, and traditionals of this beautiful region. So please go ahead and enjoy the performance and do indulge, because this is the beginning of a beautiful 3 days. Presenting a local folk dance by Assam.
कौन हो तुम? मैं हूँ उत्तर पूर्वांचल। उत्तर पूर्वांचल? हाँ, अनेकों जाति, उपजाति, पहाड़, समतल, नद नदी, हरे भरे पेड़ पौधों से सुशोभित मैं ही हूँ उत्तर पूर्वांचल। अच्छा, बहुत खुशी हुई तुमसे मिलकर। क्या मुझे भी तुम अपने बारे में कुछ बताओगी? क्यों नहीं। सबसे अहम बात तो ये जान लो कि 7 बहनें और 1 भाई को मिलाकर ही मेरा अस्तित्व पूर्ण होता है, और वही है असम, अरुणाचल, मेघालय, नागालैंड, मिजोरम, मणिपुर, त्रिपुरा और सिक्किम। अब मैं एक एक करके इन सभी को तुमसे मिलाना चाहती हूँ। ठीक है, चलो। ये है असम, ये है अरुणाचल।
I say ये है मेघालय।
Samlangi shu ya shong likti ayungin le bangin sandur ka shong hanga happy walai kolok pateng jangi kala shita chupra ni akusum ni klens mutu shakmat kadan jingma kajin tan sing bat ni ragat kinjang mga mati ko para lok nang nito nim krityang.
ये है नागालैंड। ये है मिजोरम। ये है मणिपुर। ये है हमारा त्रिपुरा।
ये है हमारा सिक्किम।
That was a beautiful performance by our performers. Can we have a big round of applause for them, please? कितनी खूबसूरती से उत्तर पूर्वांचल को दर्शाया गया है, showcasing the rich culture and heritage of the Northeast that is prevalent not just in our country but the world over. A big round of applause for that performance, please, one last time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now we move on to the moment that we all have been waiting for. His leadership continues to inspire millions of young Indians to see skills as a pathway to dignity, growth, and global opportunity. And now I would request him to kindly address the gathering and talk about Indiaskills regional competition and welcome you all with this address. It's my proud privilege to invite Shri Jayant Chaudhary, Honorable Minister of State, Independent Charge for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Minister of State for Education, Government of India, to kindly come on stage. Can you have a big round of applause for our Honorable Minister, please?
Honorable VC Sahab, Nani ji, Tripathi ji, who's leading the efforts in Assam for skill development and looking at very vital related departments to youth development, labor. हमारे मंत्रालय से हिना उस्मान जी, our team of IIE, our ministry officials who've been the life force behind this effort of organizing this aspirational event, all our competitors, their families, our educators, our experts, our skill council representatives who are playing a very important role in assessing and ensuring that our competitors are at the level of the top end of the industry. This is a very positive day. We are celebrating our capacity of the Northeast. Pradhan Mantri has created a new a doctrine of governance when he says earlier there was a policy of look east, but now we're not only to act east, we have to act fast and we have to act first. It is in that spirit that the Northeast is transforming itself to be the power engine of Indian growth story. हमें पूरे देश के इंडिया स्किल की प्रतिस्पर्धा को, कंपटीशन को ऑर्गेनाइज करना था और उस दौर में, उस प्रक्रिया में पहला कार्यक्रम जो एक रीजनल कॉन्फ्रेंस, वी आर क्रिएटिंग अ फर्स्ट, दैट द फर्स्ट रीजनल कॉन्फ्रेंस फॉर द नॉर्थ ईस्ट इज बीइंग ऑर्गेनाइज्ड हियर इन असम in this university, and it has been a day where we also celebrated the different colors and the aspects and the cultures of the Northeast, which we are very, very proud of. It is a part of human spirit. ये एक मानवीय गुण होता है. जब से हम आंखें खोलते हैं और आखिरी पल तक सीखने का एक उत्सुकता, एक curiosity. It is that curiosity that defines the human spirit and defines the best of human endeavor. And that learning can never stop. It is a lifelong learning that we are trying to instill into every Indian. It is a sense of pride and confidence that we especially want to give every young student of the Gauhati University, every young competitor who has come to us from all the states of the Northeast, every young boy and girl who is working in their capacity in the villages and towns and cities of our country, who is a small entrepreneur, who's working in industry, who's doing research. We want to tell every Indian that you can compete and win at the global stage. And it is this Northeast regional competition that is a stepping stone. I was so happy when I was able to go to Lyon in France in the World Skill competition. This is an established competition. They have their own protocol, own regimen, and it was a delight to see how the best from the world were there. Some of the talent there, which has been benchmarked, which has been created through years of rigor, discipline, with immense contributions from global industry giants. And we were a little hesitant कि इंडिया की टीम जा रही है और कोई केरल से है, कोई कश्मीर से है, हमारे आसाम की मुझे याद आ रहा है Pritisha Barman, who was there representing proudly Assam. She had won the gold in the India competition. And as minister, it was perhaps the first time that the minister was part of the delegation. थोड़ा सा तो लगता है कि अब मैं जा रहा हूँ तो ऐसा ना हो कि हम लोग जीत ना पाएं. फिर ultimately I have to take on some of the liability is all mine on my shoulders. And we were very hesitant, but really our Indian contingent did us proud. We won 4 bronze medals. India stood 13th in terms of all the nations that were participating. And we've only gone from strength to strength from there. Recently, the World Skill Asia competition was held, and the Indian team, our Indian competitors did very well. और हमने ये सोचा that we now need to create the institutional ecosystem to support these young competitors. We have an India skill calendar. We have district level competition feeding into state level competition. We wanted to create an additional layer of a regional competition. So let these young competitors from different states come together. Let them see, अच्छा त्रिपुरा में ये मेरे floristry skill में ये standard है और यहाँ मैंने इतनी पढ़ाई की है. Let them learn from each other. Let them look at each other. Let them assess each other. Let them look at themselves. Visualize how they will compete. And the whole aspect of a competition. Nothing is perfect. Even the assessment that we do in our school, in our universities, in our polytechnics, in our ITIs, in our IITs also. Even when you go in life, when you're industry, when you're facing your first interview, when you're a small startup entrepreneur and you're going to VCs trying to raise money, whoever is sitting there to judge you, to assess you, they will always carry their own bias, their own experience into that conversation. So nothing is perfect. But the idea is that when you host a competition, in a sense, you are making it aspirational for every young person. You are making it exciting for the onlookers. You are gamifying this whole journey of lifelong acquisition of skill. मैंने अभी हाल में एक चीज़ पढ़ी, this person had commented on universities. And I thought that's a delightful, humorous way of looking at it, but it also rang true with me. That person said that for 150 years, our universities had got the wrong product. Initially, they thought that they are there as the sole purveyor and repository of knowledge. Then information became free, information asymmetry is reducing, and therefore they said, no, now we have to sell credentials, which means the formal qualification चाहिए तो आपको university आना ही पड़ेगा. A formal qualification means you are now ahead in life. Now you are established in life, in fact. Now, the challenge is that the credential is also just a proxy. So the actual things that the university is doing are 3 things. 1, you are creating a network. Second, you are signaling certain virtue. You are signaling a standard. And the third important thing that the person highlighted is that you are actually providing 4 years to that young boy and girl to become, to blossom, to mature into an adult. And I thought that's true. In today's exciting domain where technology is part of everyday life, not only for the elite, not only for the engineer, not only for the technologist, not only for the scientist, even for someone who's driving a cab, someone who's working in a cloud kitchen, someone who's part of what we call the gig economy. They are also using, and in some cases, if you look at digital financial payment systems, they are first adopters of these new technologies as compared to people who are working in the established industry, who are top echelon of our society. So access to technology is improved. Intrusion into our life of technology is immense. And in this domain, I find that the distinction that we have between technical and non-technical, in some measure between white collar and blue collar, in Industry 5.0, with AI, with automation, with robotics, with all of these things seeping into it, you don't need to learn perhaps C++, perhaps you don't even need to have an intimate knowledge of Python. If you want to code and create your own app, there are tools that anyone, even a layman, can do that today. So all of this is now becoming blurry. And in this world and this exciting new future that we are walking into, stepping into, preparing for, we also need to look at our academic curriculum. We need to look at our academic regimen, our protocols, our institutions. Our legacy institutions have the immense challenge of leading the efforts. No longer can academia be considered only the sole prerogative of the researcher and the student. The industry, the role of industry in forming opinion, in being part of the feedback loop of the university, so that they can see that the research and the product and the value, how it is a seamless integrated experience and effort. That understanding needs to be built in India. And I find that we are at the cusp of an immense change in the education sphere with the National Education Policy, which is perhaps one of the most progressive, forward-looking policy documents that India has ever come out with. We have an immense opportunity. I call upon the leadership of the Gauhati University, our academia, that we ourselves need to do away with this kind of abstract boundaries that we have created for ourselves. आज एक ITI में बच्चों से मैं जाके मिला हूं जिनके पास एक प्रोडक्ट आइडिया है, जो पेटेंट के लिए अप्लाई करना चाह रहे हैं, जो हो सकता है कि हमें नहीं मालूम, हो सकता है अगला यूनिकॉर्न वहां से निकल जाए, उनके आइडिया से विकसित हो जाए. So ITIs cannot function by themselves. The distinction between Polytechnic and ITI, to my mind, is very casual. It doesn't make sense. The distinction between ITI and Polytechnic and a college of Gauhati University, to my mind, with NEP, if we are to really implement in toto, it doesn't make sense. Gyanendra ji was mentioning कि आपका embedded apprenticeship degree program आ गया. तो ये जो हमने सोचा है कि नॉलेज एक्विजिशन करना है तो सिर्फ यूनिवर्सिटी जाना है, फॉर्मल क्वालिफिकेशन करनी है. वो नॉलेज को यूज कैसे करेंगे, उसको एक्सपीरियंस कैसे करेंगे, उसे लागू कैसे करेंगे, अप्लाई कैसे करेंगे, उस एप्लीकेशन से कैसे सीखेंगे, दिस इज ओनली अ लाइफ लॉन्ग एक्सपीरियंस दैट द स्किल लैब can teach you, and therefore both have to come together and work as one. And it is in that spirit that our skill competition, जहाँ यहाँ कारपेंट्री भी है, यहाँ फ्लोरिस्ट्री भी है, या एग्रीकल्चर भी है, यहाँ क्लाउड भी है, यहाँ पे फ्रॉम हाईएस्ट टेक टू लोएस्ट टेक सारे स्किल डिसिप्लिन्स को यहाँ कंपटीशन फॉर्मेट में रखा गया है. I congratulate the 162 competitors who are part of the Northeast effort, this first conference. We are going to learn from this competition. Other regions must watch what is the talent coming out of the Northeast. And I am sure that global champions are going to come out of this. Winners are going to come out of it. But जैसा कहते हैं कि प्रतिस्पर्धा में ही जीत है. आप इस प्रतिस्पर्धा में भाग ले रहे हैं, आपका सर ऊंचा रहना चाहिए. आप तो जीत चुके हो और लाइफ में जीतोगे. मैं आपको आशीर्वचन में इतना ही कहता हूं कि मैं आपके साथ हूं, पूरी भारत सरकार आपके साथ है, देश के प्रधानमंत्री निरंतर आपके लिए सोचते हैं हर मंच पे. Whether whatever the issue, whatever the platform, we must all understand that the Prime Minister himself talks about the youth of our country, talks about the demographic dividend of our country. And if we are to convert that demographic dividend into Viksit Bharat, we must ensure कि कौशल भारत से विकसित भारत की इस यात्रा में हम सब लोग योगदान दें। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you so much to our Honorable Minister for his vision and very motivating address. Thank you so much, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we come towards the conclusion of this formal program, may I please invite Shri Preetam Datta, Director, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
As we conclude today's opening ceremony, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Shri Jayant Chaudhary sir, Honorable Minister of State, Independent Charge for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and Minister of State for Education, Government of India, for inaugurating the Indiaskills Regional Competition 25-26 for the Northeast, and for sharing his inspiring vision for a skilled and future-ready India. I would also like to acknowledge the presence and guidance of Dr. Nani Gopal Mahanta, Vice Chancellor, Gauhati University, Principal Secretary, Shri Gyanendra Dev Tripathi, and Hina Usman, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Over the coming days, this platform will witness outstanding demonstrations of skill, discipline, and innovation by talented youth from across the Northeast. I encourage all participants to compete with confidence, integrity, and pride in their craft. I wish all participants the very best and success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your closing remarks. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of today's formal proceedings. And as our Honorable Minister rightly mentioned, act first, act fast. On that note, I would like to wish all of our competitors a best of luck for the Indiaskills regional competition. Thank you all for your gracious presence and participation. I now invite all the dignitaries and guests to kindly join us for high tea, which is arranged outside the auditorium. This is me, Pavleen Gujral. It was an absolute honor to host this ceremony, and I wish all the competitors again a very, very best of luck. I'm sure you will make this competition momentous, especially in the iconic region of the Northeast. Have a wonderful day ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Pavleen Gujral signing off. Thank you and dhanyavad.